Oh, okay.
No,
I do have to work tonight.
Okay, let's do this. If people want to find you online or book you or anything, how do they do this?
Just look me up on Facebook, man. Just go straight Jesse Price. Look me up. That's my real name.
it's a shoot name. Isn't
I
it?
know, it's getting ready to say
Start my
that.
shoot name.
Real name is Big Dog.
Real name is Big Dog. Yeah.
Okay, by the way, and I'm gonna, and as everybody
Put me on the
knows,
spot.
as everybody knows in this room, I'm not a drama guy.
Oh shit.
If drama is right here, I run that direction away from it.
Okay.
I want nothing to do with drama.
I hear you.
Right.
All right. Hit me with your question. What
So
you
I'm
got?
gonna ask you a couple questions.
Okay, now seriously, Jiggy, can you get with her? Now we've got out of the fantasy thing here, you know.
Fantasy world. Okay. First of all, where did you come up with this whole Big Dog gimmick thing?
When I
Well,
first
help
started
us guys.
training, I trained with Derek Stone back in 2000, I think it was.
Oh.
And I was just always big and stocky like a bulldog, so
there.
kind of with that kind of.
So essentially, the chain, everything, you got that from.
Yeah, just. I mean, growing up, I like JYD a lot. He was one of my favorites.
It's
So.
also the fetish stuff he used to be into, but that's different.
Yeah, that's different too,
Well, he also used to have like a little rope with metal studs and stuff on it. That was a totally different thing, though.
All you need is a chain and barking, man, and it's worked for like 16 years. So
That's awesome. That's awesome. Hey,
I will say this about Jeff.
kids love it.
He is,
What's up?
He is a true professional. He's only worked for us one time, I think.
One time, yeah.
We enjoyed having.
But it was a good show, yeah.
He was-
I had fun.
Yeah, it was great having him in the locker room, and we look forward to having him again.
that's cool.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, I try to play like drama free in my career. Like I
Yes.
work for whoever.
Hey, you're just
So,
like me. Same thing. I'm drama free
Yeah.
in my career, brother.
Well, yeah, but we're talking realistically here, you know. It's like fantasy world, Jiggy, not drama. Jesse, real world, no drama.
Yeah, I try to get along with everybody best I can.
Jiggy, I don't think I've ever seen that much shit fall out of somebody's mouth.
It's the power of positive thinking.
It's the power of positive thinking.
Didn't Jiggy do backstage interviews for you guys a while back?
I think so.
The drama in wrestling
Somebody
itself
was-
is just
It's a
insane.
joke, but I've not seen that much.
I would have to agree. As somebody who has been different,
Yeah, it's insane.
everywhere, it does.
It's almost
Chris knows the inside baseball.
Or as we like to call him, Cody.
Or as we call him Cody.
We already have a code
outside
today.
that's entertaining.
I
No,
know.
we're talking about one that's got a really hot wife, like that. So, I mean,
The problem you get in business is when people can't let it go.
Yeah.
yeah, Brandy Rhodes, I'd spank
They're
her. and send
living
her
their
to my
gimmick.
room.
You know?
Say that a little louder. Say that
Yeah.
one more time.
Yeah.
Let's all hold on. He's got the floor. I want to hear that one more time.
Well,
Go.
that I'd spank Brandy Rhodes and
So
send her
some
to my
people
room.
just
Yeah.
live their gimmick 24/7. They need to.
He said it, not me.
There you go.
Okay.
Dig it.
And this gentleman's name is
I've seen that.
We'll get into that here.
That's as much as I love wrestling, man. When I change, I'm done. I'm like, let's go have some fun.
Leave it in the
Hey,
locker.
not
Yep.
being a smart ass.
Leave
What
the
rank
locker
are you?
room.
E7 Master
It shouldn't
Sergeant.
even be
Okay.
in the locker room.
That's what I
There's
thought.
no
I couldn't
reason
remember.
for it. I
Nope.
mean, we're all professionals. We're all grown-ass men. Just come.
Don't know about you. I'm not professional at all. God.
Yeah, I mean,
Are you saying that wrestlers?
Speak for
says-
yourself,
he
young
says
man.
He's right in front of me, and I miss it every time.
Every time.
Wait, are you saying wrestlers are co-workers and not competition?
No, don't call
Both.
To a point, you're competing to
Everyone's
sell the
competition.
most stuff, but
Should be
It's
coworkers.
like having a job in sales. All your coworkers are your friends,
Yep.
but they're also people you're competing against. You want to be
Yates.
better than everyone else, but you also
Yep.
want everyone to eat.
Yep.
It's
You
the
wanna
same
be
thing in
civil.
wrestling.
Everybody wants you to be good, but just not as good as them.
You
Yeah,
gotta
that's-
know that you're not doing it more for you as you're doing it for the fan.
yeah.
I'm doing it all for me. I don't give a shit.
Doing it all for me.
Totally. I'm very self-absorbed, Cody.
Show
I'm
is
really
for the fan.
surprised that
Yeah.
that's
So ultimately, I mean, even if you
Oh, I
get a guy
unplugged it.
to work with him,
That- You know, and that's what it is to
Because
be.
I'm not
He
having.
connects with the crowd.
I'm not
yeah.
having our friend with the.
No doubt.
Not doing
I
that.
think to see two
We've
wrestlers
already
that
got
you
one
know
pussy on this show.
don't get along outside the ring, get in the ring, and put on a good match.
There's some guys in this,
That deserves my respect.
there's some guys in this business I've worked with that I can't stand personally, but in the ring
behaving.
it works.
You
Yeah.
are hating.
Yeah, he was always really nice to me. I know he can't stand me, but
So, Big Dog.
Yeah.
I have to tell a little. As I said earlier about the drama thing.
He's got a little story he's got to tell.
I've got a little story that I got to tell. For the last 3 months, Mitch, who works with Total Action Zone Wrestling, he is the concession guy essentially. He made a comment to somebody made a comment one day about how they were going to get Mitch to come put a boot on my neck. And Mitch always refers to himself as the Big Dog.
Yeah.
And so I've been doing this thing where I've been taking selfies with Jesse wherever he's working, and I'm like, they're going to send the Big Dog out for me to put a boot on my neck. I went and found my own. And I get more comments from people going, who is this Big Dog? So I'm finally letting it go. That's who it is.
That's funny.
On the show here.
Him and Mitch had a bad breakup.
And what's funny about this is Brittany at one of the, and ironically at an MWE show, and I told her about this, she's like, Mitch can't get his foot that high. So the but like I said earlier, that is just one thing that I have to say because it's drama. I'm drama free, as everybody knows. So
right, and I'm fat free. Come on, yeah, we all know that.
Yeah, John Straight.
Jesse, you said you'd never tell. Some people like to call it. Well, Jesse said to call it.
And BBOW, how to get my foot in the door somehow.
So I guess before we let you go, do you know who you're wrestling this evening?
Yeah, Cody Burns.
Like you said at the beginning of the interview.
Yeah. I got sidetracked.
Bobby Burns' son. He's really good. So
he's also got some MMA background too.
Yep. Got in good shape. Big guy. Should be pretty fun.
So he's a big guy.
Big guy.
Speaking of that, was Ryback a prick?
No, nicest guy in the world.
Okay, I've heard all these stories.
No, I tell you what, at everybody last week, he impressed me the most, man. He was the coolest guy.
That's cool.
What was Chavo like?
Chavo was real nice too.
Yeah, see, I worked on cards with his uncle, Hector, and he was
I thought DDP was kind of arrogant. I mean,
oh yeah.
He showed up, did a promo, and took off. I mean, didn't stay for the whole show.
$1,000.
So
I heard he got paid $1,000 just to do that one promo. Oh my God, really? Oh my God.
How much did they draw?
I think about 5, I'd say.
I got
500, not just 5.
That was one of the big names.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Ryback, DDP, Chavo, Buff Bagwell was there.
Hell is this?
Buff's in bad shape. He just had a shoulder replacement done 11 weeks ago, and he's in the ring again.
See, now, funny story, when Buff was just really getting started before he became the Handsome Stranger,
GWF, baby.
Me and the Danimal, we were training together under Burt Prentice. Yeah, sometimes I understand that. But anyway, Buff had just came up there to work because he's getting ready to go to GWF, and he's known as Sean Stevens or whatever. He'd been wrestling in Georgia as Fabian. Super nice guy, just hilarious. But
Fabian? Was it?
That was Buff Bagwell's first wrestling name was Fabian down in Georgia.
Really?
Okay. Cool Buff Bagwell story from last week. He was telling me when he was 25, they came up with the Buff gimmick, and Nick Patrick gave it to him. He said,
referee Nick?
Yeah, he goes, how about Buff Bagwell, because he was Marcus Alexander Bagwell.
Sure.
He goes, yeah,
Spraberry High School.
And Arn Anderson said, you don't want to take that name. He goes, because you're going to regret it when you're in your 40s. And he goes, you're goddamn right. He goes, try to get in shape and go by the name Buff.
Oh, yeah, he told...
When you're on the circuit, he's like, it's the dumbest thing I ever came up with.
Yeah, because he was telling me that he had shoulder surgery and everything. And
he had a hip replacement.
Yeah.
But he's still out there doing it,
When I walked in, and I was like, did he like...
He's seen Buff, and he got a chubby right off
the
bat.
Did he fall asleep in a tanning bed? He looked really red, and I'm like... Wow.
I don't know.
And then later on in the evening, it was like it wasn't as red. So I'm like, oh well, maybe he took the makeup. Maybe
he said, now that his shoulder's better, he's gonna try to hit the gym harder again and get back up there. But
no,
I was a guy like that big of shape though. That's gotta really hurt him to look like that. It bothers the shit out of him.
And I just because John said it, I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't know why I'm trying to get myself ridiculed. But you made the comment about the minute I seen Buff, I got a chubby. No, that would be if I seen Scott Steiner. But the thing is,
that's a full-blown erection.
I'm a huge Steiner mark. Huge Steiner mark. And like I've said many times before, and Brittany's not in the room, so she can't bury me on this. I always tell everybody, I'm not a mark. I'm not a mark for anything.
Everybody's a mark for somebody.
I'm not a mark for anything.
Everybody's a mark for somebody.
Everybody's a mark for somebody.
Draw them up for his,
Hey, I marked out last weekend when Justin Roberts announced me. It was the coolest thing for me.
That is pretty cool.
I could not even wrestle. I just wanted to hear him say the big dog, you know.
Did I ever Hold on.
Go. Jump in there.
Okay, so they did NXT in Salina, right? What was it? About a year ago?
Yeah, about a year ago.
And Justin Roberts came out. He was the ring announcer. And I don't know if he did it. I don't think he did it on purposely. He said, Selena. And that's a,
They should have had
do not say that.
Yeah.
And so the crowd lit him up. And then, of course, XWE has their nice press box. And fans start screaming, XWE, XWE. So we get in trouble. And I'm like, how can I control what they're saying? So then it goes back to WWE, and Justin Roberts apologizes for it because he can't live this down. Every time he goes to announce somebody, the crowd is just blowing up. So they switch ring announcers, and it was just the funniest thing.
That's funny.
Because he made the mistake of saying something. And I swear, I don't know if he did it on purpose.
Well, yeah.
Is that kind of like when our
I'll tell you one thing about him cracking me up.
Green Bay, Milwaukee.
We're backstage after the show, and he was changing, and he's freaking more jacked than half the workers on the card, man. That guy is like built like a shithouse. It's crazy.
Well, see, what's funny is he actually trained to wrestle.
Yeah.
Did he really?
Yeah. Yes.
Now, of course, we're hanging out here. We got the big dog. We've also got our XWE.
Super nice guy too.
XWE Invasion over there on the couch. We've got
the Invasion's kind of quiet, by the way.
Aaron Helms, the XWE heavyweight champion of the world.
I just thought these were all
Who, by the way, the last time Aaron Helms was on this show, he got more heat from all sorts of people.
Yeah, I know.
Because
including his own.
Because he called.
Because he actually mentioned other people to kind of make
he
popularity.
mentioned other wrestling companies. But he
and
put
say
him
he wanted
over.
to work for him.
He put him over and said, "Hey, I want to come win your belts." And then everybody in the room was like, "You hear what fucking Aaron Helms said on Jiggy's show?" And it's like, "Well, yeah, he put you over for 20 minutes."
Yeah, it's called a promo, you marks. God, Jesus.
But that is the nature of it. So
that is the nature of the business.
So John,
goes back to that drama kick.
So hey, so when did you get the Mangler haircut?
About the same time he carried his belt everywhere with him.
You know, keep the gloves on.
Hey, are you done next summer, Joe?
Seriously, John, you
Go.
Okay, so you work for another company, which is cool.
Oh yeah, I work for anybody and everybody.
Right, but when you hear
That's
this
what independent means.
Yes.
in other organizations, what is your reply back to them? I mean, you're sitting here today saying it.
Okay, one more time. Go ahead. I mean, I didn't hear the first part. Sorry.
Jump in there.
When you're behind the scenes with your other organization,
Whoever it is,
we won't say names because if I say it, it's blasphemy.
Yes.
Pass.
What is your reaction behind the scenes? When you're like, hey, I don't see the big deal.
Okay, now here's where it's actually truthful. I try to stay away from that drama.
Okay.
So I just don't. If they ask me about something like a certain person that used to work for you guys, eons ago, I never had any problems with them. I always liked them.
Right.
It's like I always enjoyed going up and seeing your guys' shows. It was fun. I mean, I enjoyed it. It's like I don't have a problem with anybody. It's like it's not my job to sit there and cause friction. If the people in charge want to sit there and do whatever they want to do, that's their business. But I just, I enjoy people. It's like I enjoy these guys. I mean, every one of those guys over there I've had, talks with, and they're always really cool like that. Jesse, great super dude like that. Came through once to a concert, came by and see me at the place I work. Made me happy as hell, I just try to stay away from that crap. I'm too old for it anymore. It's like when you're like 30, okay, yeah, I understand. You're really trying to make a name for yourself, maybe. But it's like everybody here either started out with a love for it, goofing off with their friends somewhere like that. And it's just, some of us, had like actual guys that did it, but that doesn't make me any better than anybody else. I mean, yeah, I make fun of people and call them yard tards here and there sometimes, but
Jamie O'Ryan.
Everybody does.
Oh, no.
You mean feed Jamie, feed him? Because
well,
I mean, he's a good talent, but I mean, well, what is he, 109 now or what?
Soaking wet. Yeah, soaking wet.
I mean, the last time I seen Jamie O'Ryan, he's behind that old guy at the railroad tracks going, "You two can feed Jamie O'Ryan for 25 cents a week." like that. He'll send you a promo picture and maybe a tape of his match or something.
Get a Big Mac.
Well, I mean, it's like,
Hey, what happened to the Big and Nasty?
they used to sit there and they used to make fun of Jeff Hardy for being too small. My God, I've seen breakfast burritos bigger than Jamie O'Ryan. You know, I'm not trying to sound mean.
And one
The
thing,
dude has got the talent, but I
I'll tell
mean,
you what, he can take a beating. That's for sure. He can
well, yeah, so do people that like S&M. That doesn't mean you're going to star him on your wrestling promotion and put him out there as the big star. I mean,
one thing that I will give John credit for is that he used to be the biggest anti-Jimmy the Funk fan. Hated Jimmy the Funk, and
not personally, but professionally, because he took a freaking pile driver out at that show at the Muse on the freaking concrete when they had that big thing at the end, and then he jumps right up. It's like, hey, way to kill the whole freaking thing, because you guys had built that whole show up, doing great, and in 15 seconds he ruined everything you did in that show. Because he jumps up like, oh, I'm a badass, I'm doing push-ups. I mean, if I was actually part of the thing and I thought I wouldn't get in trouble, I would have gone over there and beat his ass right then. I mean, because you guys did such a good show. Oh, no, you were there.
Was I there?
Yeah, you were there. It was the one where I played the bodyguard
Oh, okay.
thing.
The one that you had us.
I pinned you
Yeah, it
in the
was
first
fun.
10 seconds and you super kicked the shit out of my head.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But I mean, you guys did such a great job with that whole show building up to a moment, and he screwed it all up in 15 seconds. That's the reason I didn't like that.
It takes that one.
I know where we're at.
Yes.
My last match with Jaguar.
Now we know why you're retired.
Well, I agree with you, but I'm just saying. But do you see where I've got my? I mean, I'm very hardcore, old school
Well,
to a
yeah.
point in that
I agree with
aspect.
John. Yeah,
aspect of it, I see.
It's like you're not built
business
like
is
a road
exposed
warrior.
enough as it is.
You're built like the fat kid that's the busboy at the local restaurant, you know, and you
Oh,
jump
yeah.
up.
Where'd you get the bruise, by the way, Big Dog?
Last night, JC Thunder threw me into the stairs, and yeah,
It's from the bridge of my nose.
it's all
Bill.
fake, you know.
From the bridge of my nose.
I
That's
tell
how his
people
arm looked when
every
he broke
week.
my
I'm like,
nose by
it's all
accident.
fake. Everything's fake. You know?
No, there's bruises other places for that. Don't worry.
Okay, let's do this. We've got Fenris, we've got Bubba. By the way, in all honesty,
We won't hold that against you, Bubba.
for the first year of being around XWE and everything, like when I was feuding with the guy that I'm wearing the T-shirt of today, that Blake
When
guy.
aren't you feuding with somebody?
Well, that too.
Because he doesn't like drama. But
That pussy in the coma.
it's like don't
I
like free
did
food.
not. I mispronounced Fenris's name a million times on this show. I used to call you Fennis. I don't know why. And then somebody told me it's
'cause
Name
Fenris.
on my honor is never going to go away.
Hey, Fenris, it's because he has an affliction for other things that rhyme with Fennis, you know.
Thank you, John.
So like the
welcome.
lightning bolts.
I remember that band you were butchering the name of.
I remember the lightning
Man
bolt
Jelly?
movie.
Biosary.
You remember
Oh,
that?
Lucy.
You remember that time at band camp? That no.
Hey, that first time at Big
okay,
Big,
so-
my boy Trumpet got stuck
And then we
into
got
the
Chris
second.
the Voice here, the big star.
Or Cody Rhodes,
Or
like
Cody
to call him.
Rhodes, whatever you want to call him. Now, Bubba, what do you think about all this today? He's at home.
Went into roll call. Whoop whoop.
Tell us what you think of this shenanigans.
Well, it's crazy. It's fun. Kind of reminds me of a family reunion back home.
Perfect.
Now, is that when they all have the same chromosome patterns? Or?
And I'll be perfectly like sound as a.
Hey, cheers. Cheers.
So, by the way, I mentioned this earlier. We've got Aaron Helms here, or as Jeffro calls him, Samoa Joe.
Or Mangler Jr.
Speaking of Samoans, where is the
kidding.
Samoan at?
Where
Just
is
here.
the Samoan Well, it's because
Hey,
we're
I
here with
seen
that
him
belt.
yes at Applebee's.
That's why Samoan Predator shit in here. It's because he's got the belt over there, probably. He's afraid of that
The
time?
champ is
Aaron.
here.
How long did it take you to get your hair to do that?
Samoan Predator's tough though. That guy's.
Dude's,
We had a good match last
dude's a
month.
badass.
He
He
is.
used
Hey,
with
Bill
something about
Skin got
very hair
you
gel.
Okay, so Helms, now that you have the belt,
Yeah.
who's your next title defense?
Big dog.
Big Dog? What about Big Dog?
Big
How
dog.
about Biggie Smalls?
The Booker man behind. That is all.
Here's the thing.
Okay, what's up?
I
So we
think
gotta bring
Catwoman
Big
should
Dog
be-
in more. And we
Yes.
gotta hype that match up. I think that'd be a great match.
I think it'd be a good
The
match.
problem is, is Salina has really only seen Big Dog one time. And so you really
One
want to
time.
plug that and advertise it and hype it up. So
Strange
I'm all
music.
for that.
Yeah, we did a show. I did an Avalanche show, I guess it was, for Brian Blade, but
Right.
Oh, MWA.
NWA, yeah.
The Funk has his rematch clause, so
Jimmy's got his
I've
rematch.
got a
So it's you and Jimmy in December.
Is he
Awakening is coming up in what, April?
Here we go. Here we go. April.
Now, I did do a bar show once in Salina with Knobs.
I was there.
NWA.
I actually helped put that show together.
Yeah, that was me. And
Are you referring to the?
I wrestled.
Everybody got your Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah,
Okay.
I wrestled Angel Medina that night.
Who?
There's some local Cocoa Puffs.
I missed
So December
Oh,
2nd,
Angel's awesome.
December
Oh, yeah.
2nd. It's
XWE, you and
It's going to be the rematch between me and Jimmy the Funk Armstrong.
Woo.
As always,
sorry.
I'm going to put the boot to his throat and lay down.
and he won't have a big dog to save
On
him.
your own this time or without?
Hey, you know what? I didn't break the rules.
Hey.
No, it wasn't no
Hey, Cody, did he win?
Hey, Cody.
Cody, did he win?
Cody did it.
Okay, that's all that matters, right?
You are correct.
Was it a one-on-one
So-
match or was it no rules?
There was no rules.
Okay, so he won.
Wins,
He won.
There you go. Thanks.
I get where
You're the best, dude.
justified the end.
Here's the reason why I liked
He
you.
is the champ.
So, when does Fenris get his title match?
You know, when he decides to quit being a pussy.
Hey, wait a minute.
Wait a
You
minute.
better.
I'm gonna move here just in case.
Okay, I'm sorry, Aaron. I mean,
I'm sitting right
It's
back.
Hall of Works for someone who walks around in a diaper.
with his hair all spiked up.
Yeah. That's all right. I'd rather walk around in a diaper than look like a BDSM. Walk around all
my
literal.
Well, yeah, but I
He
mean,
hangs out with Catwoman over here.
Oh, I need a
You have a
whipping.
ring outside.
Jethro, sit down.
Why have you not
So-
walked in here yet? Why haven't you
God, I
been
think
to
I'm
the
gonna
ring?
puke now.
Guys that are
It's just a circus.
It is a circus, I'll give you that.
I can actually walk out to the ring. I don't have to overcompensate and drive a bike out.
Hey, Aaron, just a second, man. The gay subculture called. They want
So
their
what's wrong
hairstyle
with
back, okay?
Undertaker then? The legendary Undertaker.
About the shortest match in
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Shortest match in XWE history. Was that you and Kenny Zombie Jones?
Nope.
No.
No?
No, he said the shortest match, not the shortest penises.
After Men's Zombie, but yes, I do hold the honor of the shortest match in XWE history, courtesy of
just
the
be
So you want a short person like me?
I think
Yes,
I
I'm not the
remember that
only one.
I think
You
I,
know what?
I
He took
feel
his
it.
mic away and he's still too loud.
Okay, so Fenris, are you done being injured and all this stuff, or are you back? Or
Yes, I'm back.
What are we
Good.
doing?
Actually, I'm calling out his little butt buddy, Eddie Rydell, at the next show.
Oh, he's got a new one?
Well, Eddie Rydell,
Eddie Rydell.
Eddie,
there
my
is a
pants fell
video.
down,
It,
great band,
hasn't been
Rydell.
posted anywhere yet, but apparently Eddie Rydell
gonna
has
make sure
himself
that he can't
a
help
brand
out
new
there
tag team
in the
partner,
match.
the Naster.
He's the tag team partner. I'll be the tag team partner.
when
Wait a minute, you gotta prep me black. That's right! Eddie Rydell and I can't even
Just
do it.
you myself
sorry.
and I.
Second!
I'm sorry, my ears hurt now. God,
It's the
ow.
only way!
It's not the Mexican way.
But didn't you pretty much join every group that night? How are you going to?
Really?
I mean, you're going to have a lot of stamina to go through every
But you know what?
single
Let's
match
touch on
that
that.
night.
How
Did he
much-
grow Antifa?
Out-
You can-
Did
that
he-
was
did he-
so much
That
Did he
fun.
join
Give me a
Antifa?
favor and swallow that for me.
How
He
fun
might
was
join
that
Peter.
night?
Swallow that bottle.
That was the greatest deal. I
Oh
love
yeah,
that.
you swallow so
Everybody was
good.
just hanging around, having a good time.
Okay.
And that's what it's all
You're
about.
welcome.
It is.
It
It's all
was.
about having a good time.
It was just
Right.
having a blast.
Absolutely.
Even if Drake Gallows, what was it he called me? A jabroni, I think.
I think he called you a more
One
than
of a
that.
number of
That's
things.
It's probably the nicer things Jiggy's been called, but you know, hey.
Right.
Drake, I like Drake.
So, besides the title match, what other matches do we have for XWE coming up at this show? Can anybody announce anything, or
I'll tell you what, if Chaos actually gets the balls up to accept me and Jack Riley's challenge, it's going to be Chaos
No,
versus me
that's
and Jack
happening.
Riley.
no? That's happening.
Hey, can I be Diablo?
A handicap match. It'll
Handicap
be
match.
Bubba, Sutton, and Jack is back. Jack is back.
Oh,
Jack Riley.
Jack what?
versus,
Off?
Chaos.
Jack me off?
Exactly.
Exactly.
The guy is over.
He picks his own.
Like more
How over
over,
was he in Hutch? How over was he in Hutch?
People loved him in Hutch.
like more over than Kenny.
But
people love Kenny Zombie Jones.
That's right.
But people also love Jeffro
Some people
too.
like meth too, but you know what I mean. That's not me. So
I don't even know what do you do?
he's trying
Hey,
to.
I make music, so wait till I get on.
You make music?
Yeah, you want me to rap?
No, we don't.
We don't want to hear you rap.
That's next
That's
weekend.
next Sunday. That's
You're a
next
week early,
Sunday.
Jethro. This is wrestling, not
You
rapping.
know what? I could do country too. You want me to do some hit town?
No, we really don't. Don't encourage
On
him.
the back road.
Can you sing Far, Far Away?
Living in a travel home.
Hey, Jethro, I think Cooper's calling for you.
Cause I'm all skin and bone.
Okay.
Bubba Sutton entrance.
Does anybody have a helmet?
Actually,
Chris?
it was either a Bubba Sutton entrance or a cat getting tortured. I wasn't sure which one. Why do you have a whip, by the way?
Because I can really slap it.
Oh my God, he
He really
Right, come on, don't be scared.
This is your fault, Cody, because you sit there and encouraged him.
Nail him.
nail him! Come on, Jay! Let's go, Jay! Let's go, Jay! Let's go, Jay!
Is that all you got?
Why aren't you taking photos of this?
Come on!
That's what he tells his boyfriend all the time. Harder, harder. Is that all you got?
Hell,
Oh yeah! Hit me with the best
Big
shot!
Dog. I'm gonna
Oh,
give you a
yeah.
Big Dog can chop him better than
Hey, Jiggy.
Oh, could hey, Jeffro!
Jeffro, take a chop with Big Dog.
Would you take a chop?
Ooh.
If somebody were to chop you, would you?
You want to do a chop or an overhand?
Let me see the biggest one! Not him! Wait, you can sit back down!
Here, I got
You
a chop.
instigator! You instigator!
And right here!
Oh yeah. He said not me.
Monday night! And tell me your answer! Woo!
Mosier's gonna chop him! Hold on!
I wish Danimal was here.
Okay, here we go.
Hold on.
Hold
Move
on,
your
baby.
necklace.
You gotta get in there, baby.
Move
You
your
gotta
necklace.
get in there. Because we're gonna get our reaction as well. Hey, wait a second. Let me get a video thing.
I'm trying to get your necklace out of the way.
Because of course, you can't have your all.
There we go.
Shit, John's blown up already.
It's blown up already!
Go other way, Jingo. Right there. Okay.
There it is. This is gonna
Watch,
work.
you gotta like rip the shirt too.
No!
Sorry,
You don't want to
don't lean forward.
Lean back.
I got you.
Make your chest big.
You're
Ready?
in the
You guys got
turnbuckle.
any
Big,
tips?
We're in the turnbuckle.
Puff that chest out, man.
Yeah,
So you got his
Put
hips
your
forward
shoulders
before
back.
he takes
Yeah,
this.
lean back a little bit.
Isn't there
Chris the voice too.
Ah! Whoa!
Big Dog to do.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jethro!
See now, for the record, my girlfriend said she wanted to see some hot women or hot guys here today. There you go.
At 100.
You instigated this. By the way, let's give it up for John.
That was a pretty good shot, Jim.
And that's what
I've heard that, and you're right. I've heard Danimal does some.
Danimal has the hardest chops in the business.
My God, that was nothing compared to what Dan could do.
I feel like you pulled it at the end. You feel that went a little
That
light.
guy's a man when it comes to chops.
Although, hold on.
There was a kid at a Whiplash show that pissed me off when I sat there and did it in his chest. Purple handprint came out where I got
Okay,
him.
go.
I would almost bet, because
Yeah, it was
these
swelling
guys
up.
can kind of back me up.
Oh, that one's good.
Keegan, aka Malico.
Oh.
Malico, yeah.
Play some nasty chops down.
Yeah.
I would put his chop up against
Dude,
Animal.
hey, that guy's just a hell of a talent, man. I like that guy.
And you're breaking guests.
So I'm just saying, there's somebody out there that
Yes.
thinks could give
Nathan.
Animal a run for his money.
I love Malika. I like how he does stuff, but I can guarantee you he is not on Dan's level.
Yeah, you know, I've been chopped.
I
Hey, can I be the next
Dan
weekend?
went against a guy down in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Dan was like, just doing enhancement for it. The guy was legitimately 6'8", 375 pounds, real beefed up guy. Super nice like that. We're in the back with 8 rows of fans, a cinder block wall, no sound, but we're watching it on a monitor, and you can hear Dan chopping this dude. He came to the back after it was just 8 chops that Dan gave him. His chest was broken open in multiple places. He was bleeding profusely. And I mean, it was all wilted up all over the place.
That almost got my nipples hard.
16 years I've been in, that's by far the hardest guy I've ever been chopped with.
I'm a little scared to see this guy around. I might need Catwoman to come.
But I guarantee you there's nobody around here that can chop like Dan.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
There's some guys that are good, but Dan by far.
There you go.
What is she going to do?
I have no idea.
She's protecting me from him. He's kind of...
What is this?
Oh my God.
This is a
Hey, Jiggy.
big dog.
What did you get me into?
What did you think about this when you came in here today?
Tell you what,
okay.
I'm kind of blown away here. I'm just,
yeah, dude. Hey, when you go, I might leave too. So,
Let's get down video.
Okay.
me being the consummate professional and all.
Let's get back to our XWE guys. Helms, you're going to defend the title.
Absolutely. Yep.
Where is your next after this?
So I'm taking a lot of time off towards the end of the year, just because family and friends kind of season want to do a lot more of that than I did last year.
People's backyards are covered up with snow by then.
Zing.
Sorry, I had to get you, buddy.
Hold on.
I'm not talking XW. I'm just talking about his bookings.
Oh, okay.
Because I like to tease Aaron, because I like him.
Going down into Oklahoma a lot more, at the turn of the year. But beyond just the XWE show in December.
Are you doing WWX
We're not
at all?
chilling like a villain up at
Whatever
Jaguar.
February. I'm on that show. Doing a couple things in Texas early 2018. And then we're supposed to be going out to do a couple shows out in Vegas for the cauliflower.
Oh, cool.
That's a cool deal to check out.
Yeah, so we're supposed to go do like 5 days out there.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
5 days in Vegas to me sounds like an entirely too expensive trip.
You want to?
Yeah, Flex is not very much for that February show, but
we're going to be. We're going to be strategic on that. Now, Fenris. You're gonna be. Are you wrestling at this next XWE show? Sorry, who walked in behind me? But
you don't want to know, Jiggy. Reminds you of those days of lockup when you're in Salina.
you know, I was up there for the parade of lights yesterday, and there was cops all over the place.
Speaking of which, what was the big bike thing today? What was that about?
Toy run.
Toy run.
That's pretty awesome.
Oh yeah. It's a big
so who are you wrestling, or do you know, or do you care?
I just called out Eddie Rydell if you were here about 10 minutes.
Well, I know, but I mean,
but he was too busy with drama.
He's got to accept it. If he doesn't accept it,
he's too busy being drama free to hear that.
That's right.
Eddie Rydell, if he doesn't accept it, then I'm up to the challenge.
Oh, he's going to accept the challenge.
His boss told him so.
His boss, he accepts that.
Boss says so. On behalf of
who's the boss?
I have a stupid question.
Go.
Just like that, there are no stupid questions.
Different wrestling companies, do they wrestle each other, or do they only wrestle within their own company?
Anymore, it's pretty much they just wrestle within their own company to a point because too many people have drawn stuff. But.
If you can stay on good terms with everybody, you can travel around.
Yeah.
That way. It's hard to do.
Wrestlers like Mr. Price here that go everywhere and they wrestle in every organization, but for the most part, from where I've seen, everybody's just kind of wrestling each other. And Jiggy and I have had this conversation several times.
Yes.
It would be beneficial to everybody if they would produce fighting amongst each other everywhere.
Here's my whole idea where it would be helpful.
Yeah, bring your town versus this town.
Well, yeah, but you get. It's more like.
Then you get a pissing contest of who goes.
Well, but
town is bigger.
Go, Mosier.
Sorry.
If you sit there and use it as a method for your newer guys to get some experience, I think it would work because your stars honestly need to stay with the main promotion.
And that's fine.
But it's like the under guys that are just kind of starting to learn the stuff. I think that's beneficial for them.
The dude who was in Hutch, who the crowd kept yelling, "Use your belly." That guy.
What? I'm sorry. I did. Oh, you weren't talking about me this time. Okay.
Put that guy, in like Taz or MWE or wherever, and then he gets over, and then eventually.
The problem is.
What's up?
The problem is the powers to be in every organization. If you work for this XYZ company, you automatically are run off or you don't.
Whoa.
It's
that too.
And that happens.
Speaking of being run off, there's Brittany.
Everywhere you go, there's
because this person and this person don't get along.
Yeah.
You're not going to work for me, or I'm not going to put.
Or if you do, you'll never get pushed.
And it stinks because for the young guys, for the people that are just getting started, that are coming into these that have no drama, that are they just want to.
He's trying to work, yeah.
Yep.
It's old parts that just enjoy being around the people.
Right away, you're not going to work here. I'm not going to put you over because you work for this company, or and it's the politics game, and
it works
everybody
like that
gets
as
strung into
announcing
it.
too. Trust me, it works in that same field. You talk to these people, you're not.
Well, you're this is another example. You're an announcer, and you do announcing for whoever, but there are certain wrestling companies that won't book you because, well, you're associated with these guys.
And that's the way I look at it.
And I'm like,
XWE has treated me with nothing but respect from the start. And I
wait a second.
Hold
on.
I've done shows for them in Wichita, and between those two companies, I tell you what, they are the most respectful to the wrestlers and anybody who comes from the outside. XWE, I've seen them treat, every single wrestler, no matter what organization they come from. They come through the doors, they're treated with respect. And the same goes for the NWL. They do the same thing.
Yeah.
I've seen, several organizations come and watch their shows.
Could I do a walk-on?
To a walk-on.
I doubt it. But
what is this, college football? But
all of these guys,
Christ.
every organization that I've seen so far, you can't say that the whole organization hasn't put love into what they built. And so I understand this pride of, well, we're going to be the best and we're going to be the number one. But in a sense, there's so many.
That's the problem nowadays. Yeah.
Well, at least with you guys, at least you guys, when you put people on posters, it's not the concession guy on a ticket, but
or the Sean Smith poster that.
We brought in guys like John. We brought in guys like and I hope that they would see publicity. It doesn't matter if we're not their home territory, if we're not their home base. That's great. That's fine.
But they're still there.
But they're still there. We're going to treat them like family. They're anybody that wrestles for XWE, they're officially part of the XWE family, and we've enjoyed having these guys, and we look forward to having them again. And it's wonderful to bring in people to continue to evolve.
Oh yeah,
what we're
that's
trying
a hell
to
of a
do
deal.
And grow the sport and bring in healthy competition. So it's good to have true professionals, and that's something we pride ourselves on.
And we have the audience, and that's what a lot of people don't understand is Salina has the audience.
Yes,
it's a good town.
People are looking for.
It's a wrestling town.
We have ABA basketball. We have arena football. We have the racetrack.
Lots of Walmarts.
Wrestling. We have all these things that people come out
and you've got a Target.
And the wrestlers, and you'll see
here in February, we can't say that anymore.
Yeah. And a lot of wrestlers will go to these events and they'll get 50 people, 25 people at an event, and then they come to our event and they get 250 people, and they're like,
okay.
Whoa.
Not trying to sound like a smart ass or put anybody a bit down, but okay, usually I am a smart ass, so yeah, that's but if you guys want to, if you guys ever want to, go out to Hoisington for a show.
Oh yeah,
Bubba wrestled on.
I love that town, man.
Were you at one of those?
And I am shocked at
Okay, Hoisington.
Back in
I could go out
2000.
there and cough in the ring, and the fans would go.
Oh yeah.
Here's the thing, though. Don't encourage us to do that because we got ridiculed for coming into Hutch.
Yes.
And so
I mean, just go there and catch a show.
All of a sudden, we're the bad guys.
No, just go catch a show.
Not run a show, just watch a show. Yeah.
I'm not saying to do anything. Just go as a fan.
And
That's how we've gone up a couple times to your guys. We just go up as fans.
I loved wrestling in Hoisington. That was one of my favorite places because I got to wrestle Dan when I was just getting in.
I'm just saying, this is how easy it is to get over there. I was a big thing.
Yeah,
okay.
I was too. That's
Well, yeah, but you had some skills. I mean, I have some. I had some good verbal skills, like being able to sit there and pop off and everything. But I mean,
we'd have 500 to 700 people
nuts.
legitimately in there all the time.
Area, but man, the draw.
Hoisington is there's a guy, Terry Pantera down in Oklahoma who runs BCW in Guthrie, Oklahoma. Guthrie is very, very similar to the Hoisington crowd and how they just respond to very simple stuff. And you don't have to do a lot
go
down there and get don't get a good reaction.
The thing about that town is they want to go and have fun and just enjoy the show.
And that's what it's about.
They're not trying to be smart and call out this and that. They just want to entertain. You know,
that stupid one fall crap.
Yeah. No, they're not all too cool to have fun.
I almost hate watching the wrestlers or the pro wrestling fans watch these making his way down the
I know. I hate that.
Man, just sit back and enjoy the show.
Yeah.
You know, just sit back
It's sad when you pay money to go somewhere just to talk shit on people. It's amazing.
They still, all the crap you guys see, I watch you guys, and you come and you sit there and you enjoy the show.
Yep.
You get into the show, and you give every show the respect of, I'm going to sit back, I don't care who's going, I'm going to sit back and I'm going to enjoy it.
Make it
Well,
work.
when you're honest about it, if you have critiques about the show,
But
you don't go
to sit in the crowd and legitimately just talk shit on somebody.
This and then just destroy it through a different audience.
Yeah.
You come up to the people and like, hey, could have done this better.
Yeah. There you
So
go.
then did I meet you at
It's a learning
Washington
process.
with Taz?
Probably.
I like getting to sit around and kind of be a fan.
But you didn't meet him in that cat suit.
And be a fan of a match.
Get into that here. But so
Hawk and Shane Bullock, I got to be a fan of that match. And I really kind of got sucked into that match. I was like, damn, these guys are going out. They're beating the shit out of each other. So I love it.
Both those guys are great workers.
I don't know what's going on either. He's just going through his bag.
Don't acknowledge. We've learned that earlier. Don't acknowledge what he's doing.
We got Shane Bullock in the Predator tonight. That'd be a good match.
To react if he goes over.
So the XWE title. Thank you for bringing that, by the way.
By request.
So when are you going to get the WWX title?
February 4th.
Okay. That's awesome. So you'll have the XWE, the WWX.
And by chance, when are you going to get the RWE title?
Don't even throw it out there. I'm just saying, I know where you're going with this.
I know, but they don't have a belt anyway.
You're trying to tease the...
I know, I'm trying to tease, and it's not going to work. No.
That's for no t-shirt for no
Which stinks because you've got a guy like Aaron Helms who's a
Aaron Helms is a pro.
He
he gets butts in the seats. It's a hell of a deal. Now after this show in December, when's the next XWE show?
January 13th.
13th, yeah.
No, that's gonna be our award ceremony.
So 27th of January.
Get out of the bag there.
I know, but I gotta talk to you about that.
Well,
I think that interferes
like
with a basketball game, maybe. So we gotta check on that.
That's what happened last year.
Once a month.
So if there's an award ceremony, am I going to be up for an award? No.
I don't know. You have done a lot.
Most drama. Number one in the category for most drama-free person on the radio. There is nobody.
Jiggy Jaguar.
All I gotta say is let's see. I think I'm on good.
Might be the oh my god moment of the year. Jiggy Jaguar.
You're on good terms.
XWE show.
Event. That's an oh my god moment.
Most androgynous reporter in the bag. Jiggy Jaguar.
That's actually pretty good.
There you go. Thank you. Thank you very much, boys.
So,
done a little radio myself, yeah.
So, Helms, if people want to book you or get a hold of you, or how do they do this?
They can like the Facebook page, Aaron the Prodigy Helms, or book me through. There's an email there that they can shoot me an email, and I'm pretty much down to travel anywhere. So,
him and Kenny Jones in the car together.
Anywhere in the nation.
Yeah, you and Kenny Jones ought to do an XWE ride along. We'll steal that from WWE. We'll just. What would that be like?
Okay, so one of the first trips I ever took like wrestling, it was me, Kenny, and Blade.
Oh my God!
We drove. Like,
how did Billy not blow his head off?
We drove, like, 13 and a half hours up to like.
Did Kenny take a breath?
Chicago. And
he's just driving. He's the chauffeur
Wait
at
a
this
minute,
point.
didn't you come to... Were you on that trip with Texas to us, that first?
No.
Oh, okay.
But so we go 13.
He's just the driver. He didn't get to say a word the entire time. It's just him. It's just zombie and Helms talking.
And legit, the booker was like, "Oh, you have to buy a T-shirt from me to get booked on the car." And I was like, "What?" And I was like, "Okay, well."
What was that? Go ahead.
Kenny buys it.
You're gonna get your ass kicked.
So we can get on the show.
You're gonna get slammed today.
The
As well as
ring
chopped.
was so close to the roof, you couldn't do a vertical suplex in there because you would go through the roof. And so me and Blade are in this triple threat with this kid.
Oh, that would be
Good work,
fantastic.
like,
Hold on.
Flapjack. And so
Hold on, Helms.
Flapjack.
Hold on, Helms. Where's
He's got to come out of retirement.
He's gonna come out of retirement.
I just
for-
need you to stand right here.
I just need you to stand.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, you're taller. I didn't realize how tall you were.
Just close your eyes. Just close your eyes and take it.
That's what she said.
Backing up.
That's what they said, Bubba, that first time.
Hold on.
But
Hold on.
Ready.
Oh, shit.
Let me-
What?
God, what?
I don't know what that
What was that?
the hell was that?
but
That was
Look what I can do.
that was sweet seizure music.
Sweet.
Secret.
Did that really hit?
He got scared for a second.
Did that really
He's still standing.
Right on the old Durante.
Nathan.
Did that really
That was awesome.
Oh my God,
The
the look on his face
And,
is priceless. Oh my
since-
God.
Jiggy's really not doing his job here. And in radio, he did a super kick, guys, because you can't see that.
Actually, it was on camera because they
We
also
got,
Well, the
yeah.
radio stations there
If
listening, too.
if you just
Oh,
missed
yeah,
it,
I know.
if you just missed it on radio,
There we go.
He got super kicked, and
He says it was like replay.
No,
no, we're not gonna replay it, buddy. Okay, Helms, back to you.
There we go.
So can we all just
Really now.
can we all just give him our finisher to him then? Can everybody
So
just,
is that like would he be like the epileptic kid or what? You know? Sweet seizure music.
Eugene.
And the short bus. The short bus.
let me see your music?
It worked. I got good video of it.
I don't think
I'm gonna put that up here to you.
It's kind of like what happens, you know, if like Jethro fell into a pond, you'd get your laundry and throw some Tide in with it.
If you fix it, it's yours.
Okay, I'll try to fix it.
There you go.
It's yours now.
We've all come down.
But Jesus.
Now, okay, Helms, you're gonna get the WBX title. Then, now that you've gotten this XWE title, and if you get the WBX title, what's next? Is there anything at all?
He doesn't know, maybe.
I'm gonna head south, Oklahoma, Texas. I really want to get into Louisiana and Arkansas the next year or so. So there's a lot of wrestling.
There's a lot of stuff to do.
We've got guys out in Indiana.
NWL is here in Kansas. I'd love to get a chance to work with those guys. I'd love to get a chance to get up KCXW.
NWL.
I've worked with KCX before, so I'd like to get back up with KCX.
That's where the last time I seen Angel, that's where he went.
Yeah, I like it up there.
I mean, and then there's Brian Blade, who runs the Omaha.
Brian's a great guy.
I'd love to go work with them and do some stuff in Nebraska because I got.
I think at some point we need to see Aaron Helms versus Mr. Fitness to see who's the fittest wrestler in pro wrestling.
It's definitely not me, but that's
It's not him either, but still.
Honest and modest.
So Bubba, if somebody wants to book you or get a hold of you, how do they do that?
Just through the Facebook page, Bubba Sutton, XWE Entertainment.
You got social media?
I got social media.
You
Somehow
got
I
internet
figured out the
in the
whole
backwoods?
computer thing.
Okay,
Well, it's that government
Well,
phone he
public
gets, you know.
library,
his
they got
kids
free
run it
Wi-Fi.
for him.
Yeah.
His kids run it for him. That's right.
Yeah, there you
Just
go.
go down to the Graham
And,
bus station and hang a left.
And so Fenris, if we want to get a hold of you,
Day
how do
two.
we-
Fenris XWE Entertainment on Facebook.
fantastic.
Remember, it's
Well,
Fenris, not Fennis.
well, I'm getting to you. I'm getting to you, sir. We've got the
This is
Natester.
infatuation
The
with the other
Natester
thing.
with this. Now,
You can't book him.
so are you in or out? What are we doing
quiet, Cody.
with this wrestling thing?
Oh, we're running wild, brother.
Hog wild pit barbecue.
Right?
You just never know when I'm going to show up.
So you're like on the Brock Lesnar schedule now.
Yeah, I got that kind of contract. I wonder who gave me that kind of contract.
I know.
Hi there, I'm an advocate for.
John's gonna be my advocate.
The reigning, defending. Oh no, that's not him anymore. Never mind. Damn
They
it.
want to talk to me. They gotta go through you.
That'd be perfect.
All right.
The retired, unretired, retired, unretired.
Go, Jay.
What was that?
I was just saying, was Jiggy gonna get a handling fee for helping?
Probably handle something.
Oh no, Jiggy gets paid for that usually, but it's at the old folks' home and stuff. But.
So you've got Helms, you got the XWE champion.
I've got the best locker room here.
You've got Bubba. You've got Fenris, and then there's this Blade character.
Right.
That's running
Who?
around. I know, exactly.
Oh, is that the guy?
6 months ago, you would have said who, and I would have been like, hey.
Is that the guy that teams with that dude named Kuda?
No, that guy who used to be Ricky
Now,
Boy.
then you've got, of course, and we've got her picture hanging on our wall over there.
Oh,
Kelsey.
yeah.
Kelsey King.
Kelsey is quite the little perv magnet, I'll have to say. She, me and John are like, it's funny today when I said we're going to have the XWE wrestlers show up. He's like, so Kelsey's coming. Like,
And he said, no, the only pretty one coming is Chris the Voice. So.
Well, thank you.
Well, when the hell did I get ugly? That's what I want to know.
Well, yeah, but you weren't with XWE, technically.
You're not technically an XWE guy today.
Come on, Jesse. You don't always think you're handsome
technically a
stud
Taz guy today.
He doesn't get a lot like
Yeah, that's right.
No,
Kelsey's
Jesse would say he considers himself an independent contractor.
There you go.
Pretty much.
He is not.
I walk the line, you know?
Like Johnny Cash.
Like Johnny
Don't
Cash.
ever say you're with XWE because I heard you won't go over.
Yeah, it won't happen.
But here's the thing. We got.
Cody Burns will beat you in a squash tonight. Go.
I'm not going to follow that. Big Dog is not with XWE, so I'm trying to help you out tonight. He's a good guy. He should go over.
That's right. We don't want him to get married.
It's a little bit tougher for him now since I don't wrestle anymore. But.
You know what? Look at me. Go out, support Taz Wrestling tonight.
I'll be there.
Yep.
Hey, can somebody take
will
me?
be there.
I'm hoping Aaron sits ringside with his belt, but he won't.
Next time you can look forward to seeing Natester.
Well, he's got his MWE Mangler shirt.
How about Jeffro?
You'll get grandfathered in.
Yeah.
I want to say this.
No.
We're not quite ready for that crossover yet.
Some people, man. I want to say that, man, Taz has got something going here. They should at least get out there and support indie wrestling.
Yes.
You know? I mean, Hutch, I hate to say, and I love this town. Like I said, I was not born here, but I grew up here.
He's doing the classic.
There's not a lot
Hey,
going
it's
on.
upside down.
I could use
There's going to be a lot going on.
Let's hope.
That blends right into the
Let's
outfit.
hope. We will talk.
She's coming after the ladies' ladies
Might even have
championship
Cat
right
with
here.
Yeah, no.
There you go.
I think it would go over.
Oh my God, it would go over.
Before we were distracted by Catwoman, Jiggy,
We need to get your you need to get your contact info to the Natester.
we need to get you holding everybody. No matter what promotion, she should hold their belt. And give
That would be perfect.
Can you imagine, guys, can you imagine a Nikki Knight and Catwoman stare down?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe even throw Melanie Cruz into that.
Is Melanie back? Is she back in the circuit, though? That's the question. I don't know if she's back yet. She's had the baby.
Well, we're gonna do this because it's almost 3:30 Central Standard Time, and I know that the XWE guys, you guys have to scoot, right?
Yeah, I gotta go too.
And Jesse's got to scoot, so we're gonna do this. Let's go around the room before we let everybody
Doors
go.
at 5. It shows at 6.
Jesse, tonight Taz.
Taz, yep.
And then next week,
next week's Thanksgiving, so I'm off.
okay, good. And then MWE.
MW coming up, yep.
Double shot in December.
Double shot, yep. KCXW in January.
KCXW, so you're all over the place.
Maybe
XW. Yep.
Maybe XW.
February, I gotta go overseas again, so I'll be gone for a little bit. But
so you're basically like a gerbil in a batting cage with all these bookings.
By the way,
I don't know what that
for your service.
Thanks.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Thought maybe the fact she said gerbil and then Aaron got all
Appreciate it, guys.
excited.
And Aaron Helms, December. You're thank you, Natester. December.
It was all good to that.
Aaron's a different type of gerbil.
And then ICW, potentially December 9th. We'll see.
We'll see. To be determined. And of
You can
course,
find a wrestling mat, maybe.
and
Maybe
Bubba?
a yoga match.
Your December.
Yep, right there, XWE Salina, Kansas.
XWE Salina, Kansas at the VFW.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
who walked in behind me?
Where are you guys at in the VFW?
Yeah.
Is that a new place for you guys?
Yes, it is.
Hey.
I'm going to. I'm going to. I gotta do.
That's right.
Best for last.
I think when I worked there, I did the show at the Muse.
Now, Fenris, XWE, what else? Aren't you WWX in
February.
February?
Other than that, still getting bookings lined up.
That's cool.
Schedule's open. Now that I'm not hurt anymore.
Yay.
So you're back.
Until I break the next bone.
And then I'm hoping to get Great Plains up and running again after I get back from my deployment.
You let me know. I will come in and it will be a drama-free locker room.
It was going strong for a little bit,
as John will say. But before we go to break,
Okay.
Natester,
Question of the hour.
Big Star. I have a question. I asked Bubba earlier. Helms has been through this before, so this is old hat. But Fenris, what the hell did you make of this show today so far?
This show, I think they'll say it's entertaining.
Okay, thank you.
Are you asking me the same question?
Yes. What do you make of the show today
It's a
so far?
hot mess.
It is.
Hot mess, yeah.
I'm the only one hot in here.
It's right in the
That
It
is
has been entertaining.
that is hell of a deal.
Hey, Jiggy,
Now-
if this isn't an excuse for no more open door policy.
Thank you, John.
But we're going to be
December
2nd, Saturday, December 2nd, right?
December 2nd, hashtag
VFW. And then, I'm retired now, so I'm a fan. So I think December 9th, I'm going to watch my main man, Big Dog.
There you go. Come on, man.
MWE. December 9th.
December 9th.
You can come check out the Mangler.
Hey.
He's a hell of a wrestler.
I mean, Aaron's already in the fan
last
club.
I heard, he's the only real wrestler, according to him.
I would disagree with that, seeing lots of wrestlers. There's lots of real wrestlers.
Yes.
But he is a good wrestler.
Hey,
Yes.
you guys know Keyboy?
No, nobody gives a shit about Key-Boy, so be quiet.
Hey, check this out.
No, we don't care about Key-Boy.
No, we don't.
This is a Key-Boy free zone. We don't give a shit about that little
Can I
nerd.
buy tickets through you?
I don't sell tickets.
Okay. All right. Where do we get tickets at?
At the door, or I think some online also. NWE. Or
Now,
Taz nights
They
at the
do
door.
online sales.
Now,
Let's, John, you got Taz tickets?
What?
Do you have Taz tickets?
No, I don't.
I'm
Sorry.
just asking the question. I really want to come watch you wrestle.
so with all this and XWE and I have had a complicated relationship.
Yeah, because he doesn't like drama at all.
A very complicated
I think I
relationship.
met him with his drama.
Was it Drama Anonymous again?
That's the first thing I heard.
I will have to say that
My
being
name's Jiggy,
around
and I'm a drama junkie.
being around the XWE shows and being around the XWE talent and everything, hell of a deal. Natester, I never thought we'd ever have this day where you and I are sitting in the same studio,
Hand in hand.
on the same camera, and the same microphone.
I think he just came a little. I'm not sure.
With
It's a
Jiggy's
hell
hand
of a
on his
deal.
side.
I called
Oh,
him,
you ripped Aaron Helms.
I did. I called him, and I was that guy. I
You
ripped
were
him
that
a new
guy.
one and said, "What are you thinking?" And here we are.
It's a hell of a deal.
Hey,
Well,
just give me
We're
the
not
shot,
bad
Michael.
guys, right?
No, you're not. The only bad guy that I think about that is on that roster maybe is Jamie O'Ryan. But no. I know.
He's a kid.
That's a
And
problem. He's still a kid.
And that's what's funny is that me and John have
Well,
sat
looks
here
like
and we
he's
went back
progressive.
and forth. And he's probably sitting there listening or watching going,
Yeah, but until he
"The hell
takes
did
his
I ever
shirt
know?"
off, you don't know if he's a boy or a girl. I mean, come on, you know?
Love James.
I love Jamie O'Ryan.
You know, hey.
Then it is a
So do
challenge
you want a
that we
secret
will
into the
accept
bit? Can I
to
break
make
this?
you
No!
mind.
John!
The androgynous Jamie O'Ryan.
I
I guarantee you, the kid has such drive that I'm gonna.
Oh no, I've watched him. I like his talent, but I
he's
mean,
probably make it his mission to change your mind. About
yeah, but I've seen people that suffer, from like being too skinny, going, oh my God, look at him, he needs to eat,
Start doing yoga.
I've said that from the beginning.
So I'm saying there's anorexics that are worried about Jamie,
But then you can watch the kid.
Did anybody? John's over here. We're doing our own show. John's over here.
Boss, how's it going?
I don't know, but if you don't get back to.
Can I give my 2 cents?
Sure.
On the show real quick?
Well, yeah.
So you're the drama, and then John is
the shit stirrer.
Shit report. He's getting to the bottom of the stuff, and you're starting the stuff to make sure that he has something to get to the bottom to.
Yes.
Okay.
Whatever. It's good.
It is.
We're gonna do this. We're gonna take a timeout. We're gonna get the XWE guys out of here and get Big Dog out of here. I want you to hang around.
Aaron Helms gotta get more.
Good ratings will go way up after that. Trust me.
And Helms, can you hang around a little bit?
Ratings in Wichita.
Yeah.
Okay, because Chris has an organization aside from XWE that we want to talk about, and I need to get Aaron Helms in trouble with the NWA. So we're gonna take a break.
NWA.
And when we come back, we're also gonna work Catwoman into the mix. So this will be a hell of a deal. So we're gonna take a time out. When we come back, hour
2.5.
Hour 2.5 coming up. And thanks for joining us here on our big broadcast. Let's give it up for the XWE guys and Big Dog. Hell of a deal. I never thought I would ever say in this studio, let's give it up positive for the XWE guys. We'll be back after.